So in the previous sessions, we saw how to configure our raw production counts and our states to pick up on the machine states for determining downtime. But there's a couple more things that we need to know before we can actually start calculating OEE. One of them is our standard rate. And we went over that in detail in the OEE sessions. So I'm not going to go over that again. Refer back to those sessions. But basically, that's needed to calculate the OEE performance. Okay, the other thing we need to know is our package count. Okay, and why that's needed is if we have bottles coming into our line, and on the end of the line we have cases. And if we are putting in 100 bottles per minute, and we have 10 bottles per case, we're only going to be putting out 10 cases per minute. So we have 100 going in, we have 10 coming off, and now we're confused because we think there's 90 bottles missing or waste on the line, and that's a problem. So we need to know this 10 per case, and then we, in the OE downtime module, we do all the math and determine out, okay, we have 10 cases, and each of those have 10 bottles in it. That makes up for this 100 that came on the line. So product A might be a 12 pack, and its standard rate might be, 12 cases a minute. But product B may be a 6 pack, and maybe you're running 24 cases per minute. So in the production model configuration, you configure the default values for these, both the standard rate and the package count. But by product, it might change. And so next what we're going to take a look at is building a screen that allows the users to be able to configure this information by product. And we're going to start out by creating a new window. We're going to rename that to product code. And then we're going to go up on the component palette here to the production tab. And we have a component called product code table. And that simply just shows us all the product codes that we have in the system configured right now. We also have another component. It's called product code line table. So we're going to put that down. And it's showing a red overlay because it doesn't know what product code to show the lines, the selected lines for. And so what we need to do, we need to tell it that product code, and we want that product code to be whatever we select in this table. So we're going to take this product code ID of this table, and we're going to bind that to the product code table, select a product code ID. Now we'll go in preview mode. Now when I select the different product codes, we see selections of what line it's appropriate to run that product on. So this product code only on the south line, but product code A only on the north line here. So now we need to display the settings. So when we use product ABC on the north line, what settings should we use versus ABC on the south line will be different settings. So we need to put down a product code properties table. And again, it has a red overlay because it doesn't know which product code and line combination to show the settings for. But we have a product code line ID, and then what that is that combination, the product code and the line combination. So we'll set that property to the product code line table, selected product code line ID. And now we see the settings for that. So as we choose this product code and this line, here's the settings to use. When we use this one, here's the settings to use. And product code ABC on the north line, here's the settings to use. These are the default values that we configured in the production model, but I can come over here and change those to something different. Scheduled rate, we'll talk more when we get to the scheduling section. These are when I run this product on this line, you know, maybe the capper's not used or you have two different cappers. You can select between them and make selections of your machinery. As the production model configuration changes, like if I put in production counters on the filler and wanted to track OE for the filler, I'd see more options appear in here. But this gets us going so we can see our product codes and change the settings for our product codes.